How's it going, YouTube? Hi, Drax here. In today's video, I'm going to be speaking to you guys about the next possible LF release. Obviously, we have been up and down in terms of LF releases as of late. Post-anniversary, I should say. At least pre-anniversary, there was a little bit of consistency with what we saw. But with Black Friday coming up, I do believe that it's very possible we would see a brand new LF hybrid, and that being Trunks. I do have a Super Saiyan Rage Trunks pulled up here. This is the second anniversary Trunks. He released like well over a year ago now. As you can see, his stats are still decent, but his kit is absolutely pathetic. Even post second anniversary, still wasn't that great in my opinion, and probably the worst release of the second anniversary. But if we look at future, there's been a heavily lack of future Trunks representation on this tag. We just have two versions of him that are actually usable, that being Trunks and Mai, which is just a duo unit, not explicitly Trunks. We do have the Zenkai Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, which is very good on Hybrid Saiyans and Future, but you mostly see him on Hybrid Saiyans because the tag Future itself has been very lackluster as of late. And I do believe adding more units to this tag, as you can see, it's a very small tag that actually buffs the team. The tag itself is very large, but units actually buffing the team are quite small. The team itself doesn't have many Zenkais, apart from Future Trunks, and then I think the green Gohan here. Goku Black I don't really count as a Zenkai because you don't ever see him anyways, and he's not going to be used even as a Zenkai buffer at the very least. Obviously, I would like to see him be a Vegeta family slash Future Saga buffer, but obviously Hybrid Saiyan, the tag, they could very well just buff up this tag even more with an LF version of him. Maybe at 6 stars he'd buff up hybrids, but the hybrid tag itself definitely needs, and I really mean this, needs no help at all for the foreseeable future. We got the purple, we got the yellow, we got everything we need. Even if they wanted to give a buff to the team, I think maybe a Zenkai for the Legends Road Gohan would be the best option. Maybe even Super Trunks or even Kid Goten, or even a green EX Zenkai, maybe from the bottom, maybe Kid Trunks or something. But for hybrids, I don't want him to buff this team. And for Vegeta family, Vegeta family is lacking green units right now. Trunks, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta. Then you only got the EXs. The tag is pretty small. We could see him be blue. Blue would be pretty good as well, because the other purple is very poor as well. This is a very old unit. This guy is like 2 years old now, so he might be purple. That being said, it would make sense if maybe he was purple, not directly countering corrupted Zamasu, but doing a good enough job at neutral damage to be effective. Because I've noticed when it comes to releases, they don't directly drop releases that directly counter each other. It is for Zenkais at least, for in recent memory I suppose, but before they were releases that were pro and cons in terms of releasing with attributes. Obviously, Future Trunks would be a very big deal. A lot of people like the Goku Black arc as a whole, mostly because of Goku Black and Zamasu. Trunks not so much. I feel like Trunks really lost his luster that he had in Z when he came over to Super. At least in Z, this is my personal opinion, but I believe he had a much more dominating presence, or much more of a presence in Z rather than Super, because in Super he just goes back in time, speaks to Vegeta, and Vegeta and Goku take over and basically do everything from that point on. Trunks was there, but you don't really care about what happened to him during that time. Even when he went into his rage form, you don't really care about him. Only at the end with the Sword of Hope attack, that was like his best moment. But a Sword of Hope Trunks would fit really well on this team. Vegeta family has never been a forefront team. They have never been one of the best teams in the game, despite having a very strong roster of characters. Super Saiyan Evolved Vegeta is extremely good. This guy is still really good. Vegeta's good. This guy needs a Zenkai badly. I believe a Zenkai for him during Black Friday as well would bring this team up very nicely with the release of maybe a Future Trunks, assuming that he's not green. Green would be an interesting release, but purple does seem like a likely choice for LF Trunks. As for the rest of the teams, I don't believe he'll buff Super Saiyan. He'll probably have the tag, but he definitely won't be buffing it. So let's just close that tab. For hybrids, he'll probably buff hybrids at 6 stars. It'll probably be Vegeta Family or Future. Or it'll probably be Vegeta Family, Future, and then at 6 stars, he'd probably buff hybrids. But like I said, hybrids doesn't need the help, so there's give and take. I really hope they don't do that. For typing, I would definitely like to see him be a melee-based attacker. Vegeta Family itself is quite blast-based in the most regard, but there are options here for a strike-based team. So I'd definitely like to see him be strike-based. I wouldn't want him to be too broken. He would probably have anti-God Key, anti-regen, the same good stuff that he would probably have from this unit. Probably a carbon copy in terms of like increased damage against certain characters. Obviously he'll have his base increased of like 90% or so, but for the most part he would definitely be a welcome release for Vegeta Family in my opinion. Obviously Black Friday is a very hype release time for Goku Black units, Future Trunks Saga, obviously because they'd like to capitalize on that time period for that moment. Apart from Future Trunks, I definitely would like to see a new Zamasu. The representation for Zamasu as a character has been pretty pathetic, more so than Goku Black. Obviously Goku Black has a lot more options right now in terms of releases, but Zamasu barely has anything. I don't really count Half Corrupted Zamasu as Zamasu base, so basically you only have really 2 of them. Yeah, you only have 2 Zamasus. So Zamasu as a second release on that banner would be pretty good, assuming they don't make it a single LF banner and then release a all-star banner like they did with Toppo and Vegeta, and then with the Vegeta, Great Ape Vegeta, and then the Nappa. But anyways guys, let me know what you think of a Future Trunks LF for Black Friday. Obviously it will make a lot more sense for them to release him now rather than later because of the time period. So obviously I'm banking the fact that they saved Future Trunks, the sort of Hope version for Black Friday, to release alongside with maybe a Zamasu, maybe a Super Saiyan Blue Goku or Vegeta alongside him. But yeah, let me know what you think about him as a release. Would you want him as a release, or would you not want him to release now and maybe opposed to later because of hybrids running rampant? But I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. My name is Hydrax. I'll catch you in the next one.